Welcome back to Cityline. With me, I have one of my favorite segments. This segment is always inspiring. It is heartfelt. It makes you believe in miracles because it's the Boys and Girls Club of South Puget Sound, and they create miracles and they create hope in our youth. So please join me in welcoming Christine Caputo. You are the branch manager of Lakewood Boys and Girls Club. Welcome back, my dear.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be back. This is my favorite time of year as well, Amanda.
Well, and it's great to hear you say that because this is probably one of your busiest times of the year. And I love to see the smile and the passion in your voice when you say that. With me is our 2021 Lakewood Branch Youth of the Year, Asala. Asala, welcome to Cityline.
Hi, it's nice to be here.
It's great to have you here, my dear. I'm going to get a chance to get to know you here in just a second, and I can't wait to hear your story. Christine, in addition to being the Lakewood branch manager, you were, let's say it, the 2009 Boys and Girls Club of America Pacific Region Youth of the Year. That's a lot of work, and that's a mouthful. We had you on the show back then. And now you have come full circle, mentoring club members and working with the Youth of the Year. First off, congratulations. If that is not a testament to this program, I don't know what is. So for people who don't know about this program, tell us a little bit about the Youth of the Year program.
So the Youth of the Year program is a national youth recognition and scholarship programs where teens have the opportunity to advance levels, starting here locally, then at the state competition, and then we have regional and national competition. And this is actually the highest honor any Boys and Girls Club member of Boys and Girls Clubs of America can actually receive.
I love that. Well, speaking of that, having been a Youth of the Year and now a staff member working with them, what's your favorite part of this program?
I think giving our members the opportunity to shine and to tell their stories, it's really like a full circle moment because most of these youth have been attending the Boys and Girls Club since they were age 6, maybe a little older, but since they were in elementary school, and now we get to see these bright, smart, intelligent young adults coming into young adulthood, just share their stories and their experience growing up with the Boys and Girls Clubs. And it's always inspiring, and it's always a great, refreshing moment for me as a former club kid and as a staff. Like, this is why I'm here. This is why I love this organization, and this is why we do the work that we do. This is our lasting impact, and it's always great to see that reflected in our Youth of the Year candidates.
Christine, how many ahas do you have on a daily basis when you're working with the Youth of the Year that's based upon your experience being in their shoes?
I have too many to count. I have aha moments. I have moments of nostalgia, moments of pride where I'm like, oh, I remember feeling that way. And I'm just so happy that we're still doing this. We are continuing this legacy of hope, and it's evident in our members. So I can't express it. It brings me so much joy, Amanda, and definitely a lot of aha, this is what it moments for me during this process.
Well, you can see it and I can feel it. I mean, it translates to such a joy in you that I'm sure emanates from when you were in their spot. So speaking of that, we flash forward. How are the Boys and Girls Clubs adapting to this year's program and event in light of the current environment of COVID? Because usually we get to sit and watch them. Well, what are we doing now?
Well, like everyone else, we have moved most of our sessions to being virtual. We have still been able to hold most of our events just via Zoom. So we're thankful for all of our volunteers who have helped out with this platform as well, because it's been a learning curve doing everything virtually. But we've been able to be successful. We've been able to meet in person once, of course, following all safety guidelines. But like most of the world, everything's pretty much virtual, but we're very proud of the fact that we've been able to keep the integrity of the program and all of the things that are important to provide our Youth of the Years with a really great experience.
So, Asala, before I introduce you to our audience, I want to ask Christine to introduce us to this year's finalists. Who do we have?
Well, here with us, we have Asalia, representing the Lakewood Branch Boys and Girls Club. She is a senior at Clover Park High School. So proud of her, and she's captain of the girls basketball team. We have Anthony. He is a sophomore at Summit Olympus High Schools, and he is our Mill Guard Family Eastside Youth of the Year. We have Elijah, lifelong club member. Mother was actually a former club staff. He is a senior at Stadium High School, and he is our Al Davies Youth of the Year. And then we have Emmett BG, senior at North Mason High School, and he's our North Mason YLY. And Emmett, big guy with an even bigger personality, and each one of our Youth of the Years are great. Anthony, just one of the sweetest people that you could ever meet and speak to. Elijah, he's a powerhouse, he's a force. And Emmett, what can I say about Emmett? They're all so great. Honestly, Amanda, we have a great bunch this year.
You know, I would never want to be in the position to have to decide who is Youth of the Year, because quite honestly, I think I would run out of the room screaming, because they're always so exceptional. And Asalia, you are the epitome of that. Congratulations, first off, on being named your club's Youth of the Year. You are a senior at Clover Park High School. So what's it been like for you going through the Youth of the Year program these past 5 months?
Well, it's been very stressful managing it during my senior year, but it also has taught me like time management, and even though it's virtual, it's been pretty nice, and I'm glad that we got to meet that one time, even though we still don't know each other as well. And I appreciate all the skills I learned and the scholarships for the Youth of the Year. And honestly, I just appreciate the opportunity and definitely appreciate the new laptop they gave us today.
Yeah, hello, a laptop. Well, you deserve that and so much more, my dear. So how long have you attended the club, and what's been your favorite experience?
I've attended the club for 12 years now, and I would definitely say my favorite experience would have to be being in the gym with my gym staff. They always had the best programs. They were so fun, outgoing, and very open.
I love that. So, Asalia, if you think about your life, how would it be different if you were not a club member?
I feel like I wouldn't have been as responsible, and I wouldn't have been as open as a person. And the club just has given me confidence and opportunities to be able to talk to and be in front of bigger crowds.
Asalia, do you have, since you've been in the club for that amount of time, have you watched other youth that you knew go through this program?
Yes. Both my older brothers did it when they were younger in their senior year.
Oh, man, your parents, I don't know what they fed the whole family, but they need to keep feeding this to the world, because that is a recipe for success, my dear. So when you and I were talking before we came on the air about your senior year, I asked you if you were back in school, and what did you say to me?
I said, yes, we did have the option to go back, but my mother chose not to send me back because I am technically high risk because I have asthma.
So I want to point this out, because this illustrates what an amazing young individual you are. Here you're in your senior year, which is stressful on its own, given all the requirements and everything you're constantly rolling with. Then you add Youth of the Year, which is a full-time job with all the requirements that you have to fulfill in order to even compete. And then in addition to this, you add COVID into it and schooling from home. You could just stop there if you wanted to, and I would give you massive awards. But I want to ask the question, what are your plans for after graduation?
My plans are to attend Clover Park Tech and right here in Lakewood. And then I would like to join their CNA program, also known as Certified Nursing Assistant, and the cosmetology program.
Well, honey, you already have the cosmetology part down pat. Okay? Just from one eyelash sister to another, okay?
Okay.
So Christine, how can our viewers this year, especially virtual, support the Youth of the Year?
So the good thing about it being virtual this year is where we usually have a capacity of about 500 people for this competition. Yeah, these youth are doing some serious work presenting in front of that many people. I mean, now the possibilities are endless. Much more people can actually come out and participate and celebrate. So that's the good thing about being virtual this year. So if you want to participate in our Legacy of Hope event or watch and support our youth, go online and register. Or you can text join LOH, all caps, no spaces, join LOH to 41444. Again, join LOH to 41444. And it will show on February 25th.
I love that. You know, I'm sitting here thinking about just some of the silver linings because of sheltering in place in our stay-at-home order during this COVID-19 pandemic. Do you think that, Christine, that maybe some of this virtualness you'll carry over into maybe the next year just to make it, I guess, working smart, not harder, but still maybe having the end competition be in an auditorium when we can get together?
I don't know. That's a little bit beyond me, but I would be excited to see how this definitely changes things in the future. And I do like the virtual piece and how it allows us to have more people participate and celebrate with us. So you never know, Amanda, but we'll see.
Absolutely. So who are some of the sponsors and program partners that you'd like to thank in this last few minutes?
We have so many people that we need to thank. Our branch managers who have been working hard with our Youth of the Years, our interview coaches, our judges, and our speech coach. We would like to thank you guys all for being a part of this process with us and just supporting our youth. And then we do have to thank our presenting sponsor, Patriot Fire Protection.
I love that. I want to first thank you, Asala. Your future's so bright, sister. But you need to wear shades, and you got to look up that quote because it's way beyond your time. But I am so impressed, and I wish for you the best of everything, and I want you to stand in your brilliance because it is written all over you. So, my dear, congratulations for what you have done, and congratulations for what you are about to do.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome. And Christine, you continue just to pay it forward and make that full 180 turn into a 360. So thank you so much for the legacy that you're creating, for those beautiful aha moments that make this program something to be reckoned with. And most of all, thank you for your time today, my dear.
Oh, thank you for taking the time to sit and chat with us. It's always a pleasure to see you, Miss Amanda, and also just to share the details about our Youth of the Year program. So thank you for this platform.
My pleasure, my dear. And both of you stay safe. We have much more to come on Cityline. Don't go away. We'll be right back.